think part of the calculus, too, though, is right now we have these very precarious funding bills moving through Congress, hopefully over the next day or two.
You think that plays into this?
I do. I think that they are very much saying, we're not going to say anything right now that can in any way give ammunition to anybody in Congress to not pass funding these bills. I think we'll have a lot more rhetoric from the White House once those bills get passed. I disagree with them, and I've said so. Like, what else do you want me to say? And I think that's a fair response. I mean, he is one of the leading voices and authority figures when it comes to anything in the military and the armed services community, just by the virtue of his own service record. I think everyone across the aisle takes what he says very seriously. And there's nothing more to say other than, yeah, I disagree with them. I have said so. What else is there to say? But I want to piggyback on something Denise said, which I think is important. I agree with her that people in Congress have been looking for a leader in the Speaker's chair that has a certain degree of integrity. The reason why Democrats are willing to work with Speaker Johnson is because he has demonstrated that integrity. That's something that they never had with Kevin McCarthy, who they felt, for better or worse, talked at both ends of his mouth, made a lot of promises to a lot of people, and they just didn't trust him. Johnson is in a very different position because there is that trust and belief in his integrity. That the bond is not worth the paper.
That wasn't what I was arguing. That wasn't what I was arguing. I was arguing why we get to have this
in a court of law, that's all that's going to happen.
Obviously.
Yes. Hunter's facing felony charges.
He shouldn't get any protection either if he goes to jail.
But don't you think, so regardless of the politics, we should be protecting the president of the United States, former president of the United States, their family members and top cabinet? Is that crazy for me to say? Or no matter what the circumstance?
No matter what. No one should get a blank check for protection. If you go out there and murder people, should we give you Secret Service protection?
I mean, the president's granddaughter, the president's granddaughter just 5 months ago in November, the Secret Service had to shoot because her car was jacked or there was an incident here in D.C.
I don't dispute that they shouldn't have protection, but if you go commit crimes, then you lose the right to have protection.
But that was not, I mean, for some of them, they do it outside of their protected window.
I'm just the party of law and order. I believe in law and order. Maybe it's the former Republican me that believes in law and order.
Well, I'll tell you this. I can tell you this.
Listen to these stud. It's so trivial. It's downright comical. And by the way, nobody in America gives a crap. There is not some...
on Prince Harry?
I don't think there are people who are clamoring to see Prince Harry's immigration record.
Trump hates it.
I mean, that's the crux of his thing. The American people deserve to see the file. No one gives a crap.